Hello. According to the screen, I'm live. It's hard to believe. It's been almost 7 weeks since I've been on here. Some of you may know, and some of you may not, but I was in the hospital for almost 6 weeks. Unfortunately, I have congestive heart failure, and I went to the hospital because I couldn't breathe. And I was coughing something fierce. And after speaking to my doctor, because I've had issues like this before, hi Charlie, hi Natalie, nice to see you. Well, I'm going to give this a try. Still very weak, but I don't have to do anything but sit here and talk or not talk. So, you spend 6 weeks in bed 24/7 and you get weak. So it's nice to see you guys here. I decided to give it a try because I need to get back in the hang of it. I am planning on being part of the write-a-thon. So I figure I better get back in the swing of things if I can. I haven't been doing much, but I've been doing more than normal. And I'm slowly finding that I can breathe. Yay! Because when I came home, I still was having problems. I still have the oxygen, but I haven't put it on. I don't want to put it on because I don't want to get back in that, caught up in that. So, hi, Rose. Nice to see you. It's been a long time, and I've missed everybody. I popped in as many times as I could as it was available. The first hospital had Wi-Fi on a big screen hooked up to the internet, and that was great. But the second hospital that I went into, I had to use my phone and I had to keep charging it, and it was hard to do there because they kept interrupting me in my room constantly. So I didn't get to do as many pop-ins as I did at the other hospital. So I missed everybody. And if anybody hasn't had one, I'll let you know. Getting tested for the virus is not nice. It hurts. Talk about tickling your brain. I swear they're shoving it through my brain. So I have a lot to catch up on. I haven't even decided what to do for NaNoWriMo. I don't know if I want to just take my thriller and just start from scratch. I don't know if I want to take the next one of the other sections in my memoir and work on it. Needs a lot of memory there, though, because, that was a long time ago. Because it would be the section following the one that's currently on my blog. So it would be the next section. So it would be the 80s, 80s to the almost to the, I was going to say 70s. I know that's not right. 80s to the sometime in the 90s. I'm a little tired, and it seems like all I do is sleep. I'm glad a couple of you at least have showed up. I was afraid that nobody would, and I'd be sitting here talking to myself. And that's I feel a little strange doing that. Would you guys like to do a sprint? I mean, like I said, I've got plenty to do because I've got to either start gathering info for Memoir or start gathering info to rewrite my thriller because I found out it's not going to work the way I was writing it. You know how you get to the end and all of a sudden you're like, oh no, this isn't going to work with what I did in the beginning. Well, that's where I am with that. So, and I don't know if I want to rewrite it or revise it, but I really don't know if either way it's going to be difficult. But I've been hearing about these NaNoWriMo rebels that are doing what they want to do. So I'm not exactly sure how that works. Maybe I'll just be a rebel and do my own thing. Hi, Bethany. Yeah, I'm back. Thank you. I don't know how long I'll be here, but I had wanted to give it a try. I've been away for so long time. I missed everybody. Like I was telling them, I did get a chance every now and then to pop into somebody's stream, and for a little while. But when I'm in the hospital like that, they don't let you do too much like that kind of stuff. I mean, the one hospital was great. I had a huge screen, and I had internet, and I was in a private room, so nobody bothered me. And I spent 24 hours because I wasn't sleeping well. I am taking it easy, Bethany. I tell you, I have been sleeping so much. When I went into the second hospital, the rehab hospital, I don't know what happened, but I started sleeping like all day and all night. And I mean heavy sleeping. People were, calling me, and I wasn't moving. I wasn't, waking up. And one nurse thought it would be a good idea to try to take my blood, check my blood sugar with me asleep. Bad nurse. She was sorry she did that because she touched my hand and I swung at her. And I woke up and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? She won't do that again. You don't touch people when they're sleeping. Even if they don't answer you when you call, you don't touch them when they're sleeping. So I figured I'd do a short sprint tonight. I don't expect to be doing my normal 4 to 6 hour sprints. Looks like everybody left almost. I'm not sure who's here still. At least according to the counter, there's only one person here. Oh well, they said hi. I guess they left. If the person who's here would like to do a sprint, I will set one up. If not, well, I don't know what to do. You get tired of listening to me babble after a while. I can babble a lot. And by the way, I did find out why I'm no longer getting the notifications in my email. Something told me to Google it. I thought, why would they do that? Why would they have it on Google? Well, I Googled it, and sure enough, YouTube decided they weren't doing notifications by email anymore because people were either complaining about it. They somehow had a way of telling that people weren't opening emails up, And me, I'm really sorry because I used that and that was good for me. And so I that way I could, if I, I put somebody's, that I wanted to check out, video I wanted to check out, and I left it there until I could get to it. And now I can't do that. I have to go by each person and look for, new videos, and not too happy about that. So, is anybody here, or am I talking to myself? Because I don't know what to say. I don't want to repeat myself. I don't know what to do. Or should I just go ahead and set up a thing and start working, and then anybody's here, they can join in with me? I guess that's what I should do, because I'd like to at least get something done while I'm sitting here. My word finally came up, so hopefully I can get into it. All right, so I'm going to set, since there doesn't appear to be anybody except maybe one person in here, I'm going to set it up for 30 minutes because I can. So I am going to set up I got to remember how to do this. Oh, it's terrible. I haven't done it for a while. I think I go to the timer. Okay, set it for 30. Oh, good. Rose is still here. Okay, I'm not talking to myself. Thanks, Rose. Oh, what did it do? All right, it is working, but it's small. Back to the timer. Oh, we go. You have to excuse me because it's been over 6 weeks since I've done this, and I've forgotten what it is I'm doing. So, let's see. Put up a banner. Okay. Oh, good. Natalie's back. It's like I looked at the thing, and all of a sudden the thing had nobody, had one person, and then it had just Rose, and I thought, oh no, everybody left me. So I set it for 30 minutes because I want to get something done here. I have to figure out what I want to do. I got to find my file. I had a timeline set up for my memoir, so I got to see if I can find that file and open it up, because my computer's screwing up really big time. So I'll see you guys in almost 30 minutes. I'm gonna mute it because my neighbors are super loud tonight. They're out there carrying on. So I'm gonna mute it. Natalie, you're working on the worldwide write-a-thon and chasing your toddler. Well, chasing your toddler, that's a full-time job. I don't miss, by the way. I ran after enough toddlers. I'm tired of running after toddlers. Their mothers can run after toddlers now. What are you doing on the worldwide write-a-thon? You mean you're watching it? I know the new one doesn't start till middle of October. It's actually on my birthday. And I'm supposed to be co-hosting. All right. I'm going to go ahead and mute. Okay. Oh, hi, Mary. Nice to see you again. So how did everybody do? I did lousy since I've lost a file. And there's a lot of work in that file. I'm still working on trying to recover it, but I'm not sure if I am going to be able to do it. And well, I'll definitely have something to write for NaNoWriMo since I don't even have because I had like the timeline and a little bit about each timeline in there. And the one I posted on my, hi Shelby. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and losing a file is definitely the worst. I know I'm not the only one in the world this has happened to. Now, according to this, it's saved in the cloud, but I don't think it is, or I'd be able to find it. So I don't know. Still looking. How'd everybody do? Yeah, it's my story, but Natalie, I don't remember things from way back then. The things I had remembered, I had put in a file so I would remember, so I could start writing about it. And if I can't find the file, I'm gonna have to start from scratch. And my memory's not so good. This is the second part. The first one was when I was first married and in the military. And this is the second part from when we got out of the military until we got divorced. So it spans 80 to almost 2000. So almost 20-year span, which I may have to cut some, but depending on how long it was. But heck, I can't even find any of it. So it means I have to totally start over. So we have a few more people in here. Nice to see you all. Did anyone get anything done, or did we all have bad luck? I'm so afraid anymore to save anything because it just seems like so many things are disappearing on me. I don't know if it's the computer or exactly what it is that's doing it, but we're off the first sprint. Take that off. I'm not muted, so I've done that before where I sat there talking to myself because the mute was on. Did anybody get anything done? I'm used to Amy being here. No Amy tonight. She keeps the chat going. Oh, Natalie, you didn't do much of anything. What, you had to keep chasing the toddler? Oh, put the youngest to bed. Yeah, that's good. At least he or she is in bed and they hung out with the family. Well, that's good. Oh, all right. So the youngest is a he and the oldest is a she. And then you got two, I gather. I've got three, two girls and then a boy. And they're so much older than him that they were like another mother. He used to hate that. They always told him what to do because they were so much older than him. And he used to get really annoyed. Like, you're not my mother. Okay, yours are okay. Yeah, they're 7 years apart. Yeah, my oldest is 10 years older, and my second oldest is 8 years older than him. So, you know, when he was born, they were 10 and 8, and they started out. Well, they had to help. They had to help a lot because I unfortunately had to have my gallbladder out after the birth of my third child. Plus, he gave me a few other great issues like hiatal hernias and stuff like that you can get with having babies, especially older, when you're older, having your last babies. So he really gave me a hard time, and I couldn't take care of him. So between them and my parents taking care of him in the beginning, and I don't remember much of the first 8 months of his life, maybe a little longer, because I was on pain medicine. It just simply knocked me out. You're the youngest. Your sister's 4 years older. And tried to blame mom when your parents were gone. I'm the oldest in my family. Well, I'm remembering some things after the military. Yeah. Well, eventually I'll remember things here and there, but I lost a lot because I had written a lot, of things down as I remembered them. I wrote them down with little notes after them. I mean, it wasn't an outline, but, it was kind of a timeline, and it was screwed up. So I already knew I was going to have to work on, rearranging some of that stuff because the times I couldn't remember when things happened. Remembered the story, but not what happened. But I'm not looking forward to redoing it. I had a nice title for it, though. I called it From Pancakes to Prozac, a memoir of a disturbed housewife. So from pancakes to Prozac, a memoir of a disturbed housewife. That was my title. Someone helped me with that, and I thought, man, that's really great. His titles, I don't make very good titles. I have a hard time with titles. The title I wanted to use for my one that you're reading on my website about the military, I found by going on, good thing I looked, all that stuff's copyrighted and couldn't use any of that. Eyes Left story, yes. My Eyes Left story. Everybody got a kick out of that one. The first time it happened, it just totally blew my mind. I never expected that to happen. That was definitely a shock. I'm not. Let's see. Yeah, so I still have several chapters that aren't in there, and some of them aren't funny. They were serious. But I had a lot of funny stuff happen too. So, because I wrote a lot of them as short stories and put them on my blog. Because they were funny. Oh, yeah, it was deliberate. All right. Soon as, and I knew, I mean, something told me as I was sitting there, and I'm thinking, I just know something's going to happen. And they're busy doing their, the word escapes me, where they're chanting, and something told me. And I got down closer to me as they were coming down the path. And I saw the lead guy look over. And I'm like, uh-oh. So I had an idea that it might be happening. And it did. So I gave him a treat. What the heck? There's another one. I mean, when he was in boot camp, most of them are unmarried, but we were already married. And they had a Cadence, that's the one. Cadence. And they had a board that they put their girlfriends up there. Of course, girlfriends were supposed to be all sexy and everything. And we were married, and he wrote to me, he said, "You got to send something. I got to have something for the board, and it's got to be sexy." I'm like, "You got to put on a bathing suit." It was in the middle of the winter time too, and I'm like, because back then I was really skinny, I had a great figure, and I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I guess I can do this, but I got to get somebody to take a picture. And the only person I really had that would take a picture or could was my father. He was the one who took all the pictures. So I asked my father to take a picture of me in the bathing suit and explained why. So that day, he took some pictures. He had a Polaroid. He took some pictures, and the doorbell rang. And I didn't even think about it. I walked over and opened the door, and the mailman was standing out there, and I thought he was going to drop the mail all over the ground because his eyes bugged out of his head. Standing there in my bikini, especially in the middle of winter. Wasn't exactly the one of me in the white bikini. Did I put it in there? Because that was my dad took that. The poor mailman. I thought he was going to have a heart attack. He honestly did not know what to do. I mean, he's standing there trying to hold on to the mail. His eyes are bugging out. Well, I put a few more that are even sexier than that one in there. So back the days, I wish I weighed that much again. I only weighed 86 pounds. And then when I got pregnant, I was 99 pounds. And haven't seen that since. I know I put some of our earlier pictures there because I even put the one of him in there, him and I. We're not together anymore, but he was the husband in there, so I guess I figured I might as well. I had the picture of him, so I put him in there. Oh yeah, crop tops. I made a lot of them myself in short shorts. That's what I said. The guys on the Marine Corps, because I just took them lunch every day, dressed in something different, because I made a lot of them because I sewed, and I could make one of those crop tops or short shorts in a matter of hours. So I had a ton of them, all different colors and materials and stuff. So yeah. It's funny. Funny when you look back on it, things that you do. Oh, I'm only 4'11". He was 5'11" and I'm 4'11", so he was a foot taller than me. I was the smallest one in the family. I was the oldest, but the smallest. There go the neighbors again. Wow, it's been an hour already. Does anybody want to write? You didn't break 100 until you got pregnant, yeah. Me either. I was 99. then I hit then I hit 100 and never looked back. Are you short too, Natalie? All right, start a timer. Should I do it 30 again? Probably bored everybody to death. Hmm. Oh, wow. So you were a lot even thinner looking than I was. at 5'6" in that weight. Because I wore a size 3, so you had to be pretty small. You had to be very thin. I had a friend who wore a 0. She was taller than me, too. She wore size 0. I wore a size 3. All right, so we'll set it for 30. Timer. All right, we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay, yeah. I figured you probably were about 0. All righty. Let me see if I can find this file somewhere, a copy of it at least. Jeez. I started reading the first story over while looking for the second one that I was planning on writing. I started rereading the first one. Mm, reliving the old days. Okay. Anybody get anything done? I didn't. I'm ready to stop, though. Not really. I'm a little bummed out that I lost that file. I found a couple instances, but each one it says it was deleted, and I don't understand what happened. And I probably never will. Well, that's good, Natalie. It's something. 1,000 words critique. I'm not sure who else is still here, but as you guys know, I've been in the hospital, so I'm a little weak and a little tired and can't do my normal long sprints. And I think I'm just going to shut down for the night. I thank all of you who did come. And I'll have another one soon. Maybe even tomorrow. Depends on how I feel. Plus, I gotta find that file. I hope I didn't lose it. If I really don't want to have to start from scratch trying to remember everything, because I had to set up with all the chapters of different things that I remembered. As I remembered it, I added it. And that means writing everything all over again, because I think I threw all the notes out because I was making notes as I went along. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Not even sure I want to write it at the moment, anyhow. Thanks, Natalie. I will take care. I'll probably just take my breathing medicine, get something to eat, and go to bed. I've been sleeping like 15 hours straight still. I don't know what's going on. I don't normally sleep. So, like I said, I don't know who else is still here, but goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. Hope to see you all soon.